you say hi?
Hi.
Say hello.
Hello.
Do you see yourself? Hmm?
Quack.
Who's that?
Quack.
Yeah?
Hi.
Say hi.
Hi.
Well, with spring officially here and temperatures coming up and the grass growing nicely, I'm getting asked a lot and I'm seeing a lot of questions around how long you should water your lawn. And well, I don't know the answer to that question. The answer to that question actually is determined by several different variables that are pretty unique to your circumstance. Let's talk about it. Here we go. So I'll go ahead and start just by clarifying that it's not how long you water the lawn, it's how much water you're actually putting out on the lawn. And typically for cool season grasses like the Kentucky bluegrass I have here, perennial ryegrass, fescue, you're gonna want about 1 inch of water a week in the spring and the fall. And then you may also consider adding another 1/2 inch in the summertime when the heat really comes on. So the idea here is to get that 1 inch of water a week by splitting that up into 2 1/2 inch watering cycles throughout the week. So Tuesday, Friday, Wednesday, Sunday, you get the idea. You want the grass and the soil to kind of dry out a little bit, because when that happens, it forces the roots to dig a little bit deeper into the soil and consequently getting stronger and allowing the grass to be a little bit more tolerable to things. Now, one of the biggest variables in determining just how long it takes you to get that 1/2 inch is what kind of sprinklers you have. Now let me show you a couple of different sprinklers I have around my house and around my yard, and different variations of those sprinklers that play a role in determining just how long it takes to get that 1/2 inch. Alright, so these are probably the most common spray heads that you'll find in most people's yards. I just have a single zone in my whole yard that has these. These are your traditional pop-up fan spray sprinkler heads. And these put out a lot of water pretty quick. You can probably get around a 1/2 inch in about 20 or 30 minutes or so. So another common sprinkler head, and what's pretty much around my entire yard, are these pop-up rotary heads. And these things spray a lot more water, and they have a longer range than your traditional pop-up heads. And they also have the ability to turn as they spray, so you can turn them at different radiuses. So depending on where you have those rotary heads positioned throughout your yard is also going to determine how long it takes to get a 1/2 inch of water from each of those. For example, if you have one in the corner, it's going to be at probably a 90-degree angle, whereas I also have some positioned throughout the middle areas of my yard that's been a complete 360 degrees, and then I have some along the fence line that go 180 degrees. Now obviously the 180-degree heads are going to take twice as long as the 90-degree set heads to put out a 1/2 inch of water, and then the 360 degrees are going to take twice as long as that. So lots of different variables, lots of things to consider as you're trying to figure out how long to water your yard. Now there's one trick that you can do to figure out exactly how long it takes for each zone, and then you can program your sprinkler controller based on your findings. Let me show you. So I have a box full of these. These are just chicken cans from Costco. And what I do is I take these and I spread them out throughout the lawn or throughout any given area in the lawn. And then I'll run in a complete sprinkler cycle, however it's timed. And then I'll go back and I'll measure how much water is inside each of these. And I have numbers on them so that I can know if a certain area is lacking or has too much. And then I can make adjustments on the timer on the controller based off of how much water is in these cans. So after a complete watering cycle, there should be about a 1/2 inch of water in your cans. And that's how you know you're getting a 1/2 inch of water. So then you can adjust, like I said, you can adjust your timer on your controller to make sure that you're watering long enough in each zone to get that 1/2 inch of water. And then you want to run that schedule twice a week. That will give you that 1 inch. So that's how you do it. It's that easy. So there you go. That's how I answer that question whenever I'm asked by somebody, how long should I water my lawn? I say however long it takes you to get down a 1/2 inch of water. And that's really the universal answer for everybody. So I hope that's helpful. I hope that you can implement that and figure out how you're doing with your water. I like to even check that once a year just to make sure that nothing's changed in the water pressure or in the sprinkler coverage, to make sure that I'm still getting that 1/2 inch of water. So I hope that's helpful. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.